It's been another bloody year for Pakistan's Jaffar Express, the train that connects Quetta to Peshawar, and somehow it's still running. Yesterday, on October 7, 2025, a powerful blast ripped through its coaches near the Sindh Balochistan border, injuring at least 7 passengers and derailing 7 coaches. The culprit? The Baloch Republican Guards, a rebel group that has proudly claimed responsibility, saying it targeted the train because Pakistani Army personnel were on board. If that sounds familiar, it's because it is. This was the 7th attack on the Jaffar Express this year alone, turning what should be a simple cross-country journey into a recurring horror story. The group, in a defiant statement, declared that operations will continue until the independence of Balochistan. But who exactly are these attackers and why this particular train? The Baloch Republican Guards, or BRG, is one of several insurgent outfits fighting for Balochistan's independence from Pakistan. Formed in 2012, the group emerged after the killing of the wife and daughter of Baloch leader Bakhtiar Domki, a movement that galvanized anti-state sentiment in the province. The BRG operates mostly in the rugged belts of Nasirabad, Bolan and Kech, areas long ignored by Islamabad. It is also part of a broader alliance known as the Baloch Raji Ajohi Sangar, or BRAS, which includes the Balochistan Liberation Front and the BLAJ faction of the Balochistan Liberation Army. Since January, the Jaffar Express has been attacked repeatedly, bombings, derailments, hijackings, almost with clockwork regularity. In March, militants from the Baloch Liberation Army hijacked it in Bolan, holding passengers hostage for over 30 hours. 21 passengers and 4 security personnel were killed in what survivors described as the most terrifying ordeal of their lives. Then came August, another bomb, another derailment, another handful of inquiries. In September, 6 more coaches came off the tracks after an IED blast. Even earlier in June, a similar explosion struck in Jacobabad. Every few weeks, it seems the Jaffar Express becomes a stage for violence and a symbol of Pakistan's growing inability to secure its own heartland. To make matters worse, the train is often used by army personnel traveling between bases. For the Baloch rebels, it's a moving symbol of the occupying state, an easy target winding through hostile territory. Security on board remains weak and rail infrastructure in remote Balochistan is poorly maintained, making sabotage all too simple. But beyond the explosions and derailments lies a deeper truth. Balochistan has been bleeding for decades. Pakistan's largest but least populated province is rich in minerals but poor in opportunity. For years, its people have accused Islamabad of plundering its resources while denying them basic rights, education, or justice. Human rights groups say thousands of Baloch youth have been disappeared by Pakistan's military. The state calls them insurgents. Families call them sons and brothers who never came home. And now, that anger has found its way to the country's rail lines. The Jaffar Express isn't just a train anymore. It's a symbol of Pakistan's internal fracture, a reminder of a conflict the state would rather ignore but cannot contain. With Farhan Khan, Bureau Report, India Today Global.